Hello, Year 3. This lesson we're going to continue looking at money and we're going to be solving some money word problems. But before we do that, I just wondered if you could try and change these amounts from pounds into pence or from pence into pounds. Now, we did do this in our last lesson. So you may want to pause the video, just have a go, see if you can answer these 4 questions. Just as a quick reminder though, before you go away, remember that there are 100p in £1. £1 is 100 pennies. So £2.50, how many pence is that? 138p, how many pounds? And then 2 more questions on that side. I'll let you go away for a second if I want to pause the video, then I'll go through the questions when you get back. Thank you for doing that, Year 3. Welcome back. I'm just going to walk around to the other side, slightly easier for me. So £2.50. Remember, £1 is 100p, so £2 is 200p. So £2.50 would be 250 pence. And look, it is the same numbers. As I've said before, it's almost a pattern there of the numbers that repeat themselves. 138p. Well, remember, this hundreds number tells us how many pounds we have, how many whole pounds. I have 1 whole pound and then 38p, £1.38. Slightly trickier one. I have no pounds and 97 here. But if I have no pounds at all, I just have this many pennies. So just 97p. And finally, 435p. Remember, the hundreds number tells me how many whole pounds I've got. I have 4 whole pounds and then 35p, £4.35. Well done if you got any of those right. So today we're solving some word problems, some money word problems. Now, when you do this, I really would like you to underline the important words in the question. It should help you work out what the question's asking you to do. You might be adding numbers, you might be doing a subtraction, you might be doing a multiplication. But in order to understand the question, you need to understand some of the key words in the question. So I'd like to make sure you underline some of the key words in the question. John spends 28p, that's important. He pays with 50p. How much change does he get? So he spends this much, 28p, and he pays with 50p. So we're working out how much change he gets. And whenever you're working out how much change somebody gets, as we've done before, you're working out the difference between what they paid with and how much they spent. So the difference between these 2 numbers. And whenever you're working out a difference question, it's always lots of hands will go up, I'm sure, a subtraction question. A subtraction question. I'm just going to make a bit of space for myself over here. And I'll work out over here. 50 take away 28. Remember, you always start with the biggest number when you do a subtraction. Column subtraction is one that we find a little bit more confusing, so do watch carefully. I can't do 0 take away 8 in my units column. So you remember, I have to take 1 away from my 5 to make it 4, and that extra 10 goes on to the 0. So now that's 10 take away 8, which is 2. 4 take away 2 is 2. So 22p change. That's the answer. So underline the keywords in the question, but also write the number sentence that you carried out to get the answer. Write down the number sentence. As you get older, you might find that in some questions, if they're worth more than 1 mark, you might get a mark just for showing the correct number sentence, doing the correct working, even if you get the answer wrong, because you've shown you've understood the question. So it's really important to show how you got that answer. So underline those keywords and, very importantly, show me your number sentence. Write the number sentence for each question. Next one. Peter bought a ball for 38p and a cake for 25p. How much did he spend? So he spent 38p and then he spent 25p. How much did he spend? And again, I'm sure lots of people would remember that this question is clearly an addition question. you're being asked to add these two amounts together. And again, I'm going to create this bit of room for myself over here. You could also do column addition this time, which we spent lots of time doing. Remember, start of the units column. 8 add 3 is 13. 3 add 2 add 1 is 6. 63. So, as a final reminder, remember each time underline those keywords in the question and show me the number sentence that you answered to get your answer. So this is your activity for today. I'd like everyone to complete the first 11 questions down to number 11. And then there are 6 extra questions that you can attempt. And if you manage to do that, you can also write and answer 3 of your own questions on the other side. If you do write your own questions, try to remember to answer your own questions as well. So don't make them too complicated that you can't answer them yourselves. If you're unsure about anything, do re-watch the video or come onto Google Meet, because some of these questions might be trickier to answer than others, or it might be a certain type of question, whether it's a subtraction question that you might need an extra reminder of. So do use Google Meet if you have any questions. Thank you for watching Year 3.